Our road tripping destination this morning received top honors as one of the world's best cities for architecture.
Matt Hamill heads north on I-380 to show us two of the amazing reasons why in today's road tripping.
The outside with its simple horizontal lines is your first hint, but once inside it is unmistakable. The windows, the furniture, the sconces, the Prairie school design. Welcome to the world's last standing hotel planned by famed architect Frank Lloyd Wright. Originally opened in 1910 as a magnificent bank, hotel, and offices, by the turn of the century, the famous Mason City landmark nearly met the wrecking ball.
I really think that had there not been a local group willing to step up and take this monumental task and follow through with this miracle, that it would have never happened.
With the help of an Iowa grant, passionate supporters, and new owners, today the historic Park Inn is a palace. The conference center and hotel glows with the warmth of the sun, part of Wright's genius. The original cabinets he designed are complemented by period and updated pieces. From its relaxing skylight room to the welcoming lobby, it puts Frank's fans in heaven. And Caitlin Callahan says you can spot them when they walk in the door.
The iPhones and iPads come out. I think every space kind of brings a wow factor to people, and it's so easy to read on their faces.
Frank Lloyd Wright paid special attention to the views out the front windows of the park. He never slept here, but you can. His Imperial Hotel in Japan is gone. Likewise, his Lake Geneva Hotel in Wisconsin. But the Park Inn continues to leave the light on.
It would have been a tragedy had it not been saved. And today, it's now the centerpiece of downtown Mason City.
There are wonderful stories about Frank Lloyd Wright coming back to some of the buildings that he had designed. And right in the middle of conversation, getting up from the table and moving all of the furniture back to the places where he had originally designed it to be. But that would never happen here in Mason City.
He counterbalances everything and pulls it all together. It makes this a very interesting asymmetrical composition.
A few blocks away, Joanne Hardinger can hardly contain her excitement for the one home Wright designed at the same time for a local doctor.
And you can see this entire 30-foot expanse with no obstructions. The doors
she calls the Stockman House a beautiful example of geometry and harmony. Frank Lloyd Wright actually planned an entire neighborhood of similar designs. But that's when his roof fell in, trapping Wright in the middle of a scandal.
He was already married with 6 kids, and he went off to Europe with a wife of a client of his. You know, you just didn't do that in the early 1900s, so he wasn't welcome back here.
What he left behind almost vanished too. The Stockman House nearly torn down for a church parking lot. But again, the people of Mason City came to the rescue, realizing the value in the open spaces, a better quality of life at an affordable price, and living with nature.
It's still a unique house, but for that time it had to blow people away.
He would go on to design homes like Falling Water, often called the best single example of American architecture. But he got his feet wet on the Stockman House.
I think that's the beauty of his legacy, is he was so ahead of his time. He was appropriate, and people are just now catching up to him. And we have a real treasure here.
We'll put a link with all of the information about the Stockman House and the Park Inn Hotel on our website. We are road tripping in Mason City. I'm Matt Hamill.
We are drooling in Cedar
Yes,
Rapids.
we are.
So incredible just to see the architecture in the dare. And who knew?
I know.
Not one, but 2 gems from Frank Lloyd right there.
And I love that woman. She's so animated.
I know. I'm very happy she's excited just like we are. So.